In the heart of the Arabian Peninsula, amidst the bustling trading city of Mecca, a child was born in 570 CE. This was Muhammad ibn Abdullah of the Quraysh tribe. His early life was marked by loss and hardship. His father, Abdullah, died before his birth. His mother Amina died when he was 6. Raised by his grandfather, Abd al-Muttalib, then by his uncle, Abu Talib, he learned resilience and empathy. He worked as a shepherd, spending long, solitary hours in the hills. Later, he became a merchant, traveling with caravans to Syria. His character began to shine, earning a city-wide reputation. People admired his integrity and scrupulous honesty. He was called Al-Sadiq, the truthful, and Al-Amin, the trustworthy. All walks of life sought him to mediate disputes. They entrusted valuables to him for safekeeping, trusting him more than anyone. As Muhammad entered his middle years, he grew increasingly troubled by the state of his society. He saw the gross inequalities in Mecca. Seeking solace, he retreated to a small cave on Jabal al-Nur, the Mountain of Light. The cave of Hira became his sanctuary for prayer and deep contemplation. During one retreat in 610 CE at age 40, his life was transformed. While meditating in the darkness during Ramadan, he was visited by an overwhelming presence. The angel commanded, "Iqra, recite, read." Muhammad, unlettered, replied in terror that he could not read. The angel delivered the first verses. "Recite in the name of your Lord who created man from a clinging clot, recite, and your Lord is the most generous, who taught by the pen, taught man that which he knew not." Shaken and trembling, he stumbled down the mountain fearing madness. He rushed home to Khadijah, crying, "Cover me, cover me." She wrapped him in a cloak and held him as he recounted the event. Where he saw madness, she saw divine truth. Khadijah became his first and most steadfast believer. Empowered by Khadijah's support and continuing revelations, Muhammad began to share the message he had received. At first, he spoke only to his closest family and friends. His message was simple yet revolutionary. He called for the worship of one God, Allah, and the complete rejection of idol worship. He preached a radical doctrine of social justice, demanding that the wealthy care for the poor, the orphan, the widow. As the number of his followers grew, he began to preach publicly. This was met with fierce opposition from the powerful elites of Mecca, particularly from his own tribe, the Quraysh. His monotheistic teachings threatened their polytheistic beliefs and the considerable revenue from pilgrims who came to worship the idols at the Kaaba. The persecution of the early Muslims was systematic and brutal. The most vulnerable followers, the slaves, the poor, suffered the most. They were publicly mocked, beaten, tortured. One famous example is Bilal ibn Rabah, an Abyssinian slave tortured by his master. Yet through the agony, Bilal would only repeat, "Ahad, Ahad, one, one." After 13 years in Mecca, the situation became untenable. The persecution intensified after the deaths of his beloved wife Khadijah and his uncle Abu Talib. This migration, known as the Hijra, was a carefully planned journey in 622 CE. Muhammad and Abu Bakr left Mecca under cover of darkness, narrowly escaping assassins. They finally arrived safely in Yathrib, soon renamed Madinat al-Nabi, Medina, the city of the Prophet. Upon arriving, Muhammad's first priority was not to build a fortress or palace, but to build a community. He established the first mosque, a simple structure serving as place of prayer, community center, school, and seat of governance. He paired each Meccan with a Medinan family, creating a unique bond of brotherhood that transcended tribal loyalties, forging a unified community, the Ummah, based on shared faith. Muhammad established foundations of a just state. He drafted the Constitution of Medina, establishing a pluralistic society where Muslims, Jews, and other communities were granted religious freedom and equal rights. This charter was revolutionary, laying out principles of collective security, social justice, and the rule of law. Throughout his leadership, Muhammad's actions were guided by compassion and wisdom. He would mend his own clothes, milk his own goats, and help with household chores, rejecting special treatment. Once, he rerouted his entire army to avoid disturbing a dog that had given birth to puppies in their path, a testament to his all-encompassing mercy. This wisdom culminated in the conquest of Mecca in 630 CE. The city that had persecuted him now lay at his mercy. Instead of seeking revenge, he offered blanket amnesty. He entered peacefully, destroyed the 360 idols within the Kaaba, and rededicated the ancient house of worship to the one God. To his former enemies he declared, "Go, you are all free." Prophet Muhammad passed away in 632 CE, but his legacy endures as a powerful force in the lives of over 1 billion people today. He is remembered not as a divine being, but as a man who lived a life of profound purpose, integrity, and mercy. His example continues to inspire people to strive for justice, show compassion to the vulnerable, and build communities based on faith and mutual respect. His life story is not just a historical account. For Muslims, it is a blueprint for ethical living, a timeless guide to navigating the human condition with grace, wisdom, and unwavering commitment to God.